Okay, so we're going to start with a quick revision of what you did at Junior Cert. Okay, so you have your cylinder. Can you remember what the volume of a cylinder is? In your log tables it's given to you, okay? Pi r squared h. So here we're talking about page 10 on your log tables, okay? If you think about that formula, pi r squared is the top and h is the length, okay? Pi r squared h, just keep that in mind for another formula we're going to do, okay? So that's your volume. Then you have your curved surface area, which again is given to you. Two pi r h. Now, if I just pull this out, this is your cylinder, okay? Now, if you think of it, when I'm pulling it out to get the surface area, it rolls out like this, okay? Now, the length from here to here is the circumference of a circle. So that's 2 pi r. So that's 2 pi r there. And this part here was the height of the cylinder, straight up, okay? So that's why it's 2 pi r by h. So there you have your 2 pi r h, that's your curved surface area. Now total surface area isn't given to you, so you need to learn it, okay? But in general, total surface area is just adding on circles, okay? So the total surface area is the curved part, 2 pi r h, plus you've got a circle on the top and a circle on the bottom, 2 pi r squared. Okay, you've got two of them. Pi r squared is your circle, there's two of them. Okay, so that's cylinder. The net of your cylinder, if you just want to draw a quick sketch of it, is a little rectangle, and then you've got a circle somewhere on the top, circle somewhere on the bottom. So it can be like that, okay? So next thing we're going to do is a cone, okay? And this is a right circular cone. So this is your perpendicular height, h, and this is your radius, r. You do end up with a right angle triangle in there, in your cone. That's really important for some of the problems involving area and volume or trigonometry, okay? Because you can use sine, cos, tan if you're given an angle, or you can use Pythagoras to find one of these sides, okay? L is your slant height. So mark that in there, your slant height L, okay? So again, your formula, volume one-third pi r squared h, curved surface area pi r L, and then the one you have to learn, total surface area, which is the same, pi r L, but again you're just adding on however many circles. In this case it's just one circle, pi r squared, the flat part on the bottom. Okay, you're still writing. Okay, I'll give you 1 sec. Okay, can I get rid of the board? Okay. So a sphere is the next thing. Okay, so volume of a sphere, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay. And surface area, in this case it's all curved, so it's just your area, is 4 pi r squared. Now, hemisphere. You can either learn it off by heart or just manipulate the sphere formulae, okay? So volume of a hemisphere is going to be half the volume of a sphere, okay? So half of this. Or you're dividing this by 2. So instead of it being 4/3, it's going to be 2/3, okay? Now you've got a surface area of a hemisphere as well. So if we're looking for a curved surface area of the hemisphere, you'd be talking about just the curved part. So that's just half this. So instead of the whole sphere being 4 pi r squared, the hemisphere is going to be 2 pi r squared. And if you want the total surface area, you can see it's the curved part plus a circle on top. So it's 2 pi r squared plus pi r squared. So that gives you the 3 pi r squared. Okay, you need to learn all of those, or at least just figure out how to get them in a question. Okay, and the last thing is a prism. So a prism is a 3D shape with a uniform cross section, okay? So what that means is the whole way along the shape, it doesn't change, okay? Its cross section doesn't change. If you take a chop into it at the front and at the back, it would look the exact same, okay? So I'll just draw a few examples of prisms. Okay. A cylinder is also a prism. If you think about this isn't a prism because this part here is not the same as this part here. It has to be the same the whole way along the length. Okay, so this is a prism. Anywhere you chop into it, it's the same. Okay, its cross section is the same. So if you have a prism, your volume is the area of the face multiplied by the length. So the area of the face is this part here, and you're multiplying it by the length. Or the area of the face here multiplied by the length. So when we talked about cylinder, we said the volume is pi r squared h. Pi r squared because it's a circle, h because it was the height. Okay, so that's where prism comes from. It's a uniform shape, okay, and your area of the face by the length gives you your volume. Now to get this, I'd need to get the area of this face, so I'd be getting the area of a triangle. Okay, I might need to use Pythagoras to do so. So just, there's no, I suppose, general, well, this is your general formula for prism. It just depends on what the prism is. Okay, I'm going to do one example and then I'll leave the rest for tomorrow. I actually don't even think we've time to do this example, so yeah, I might just leave it for the minute.